Cancer, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is your collective love reading. Now, as this is a collective love reading, not everything will resonate. Please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't find any messages in this for yourself, then please check your other placements where you're likely to find a message. Now, this could be a reading about past, present, or future person. It is whatever message Spirit wants to bring up. So, let's get into this. Spirit is throwing cards out all over the place for you. There's all 5. Okay, so the overall energy I've got for this read, I've got a 9 of Pentacles. So potentially, if you were single, you may not be soon. It could even be that you may be, say maybe, either you or your person is very dependent upon each other. There's a lot of dependency here with this 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. So it could just be that you're very much, there could be a bit of a codependency going on here. But yeah, very much a theme there of potential codependency, or like I said, it could just be that you're not going to be single. It's like coming out of being single. In your energy then, we have a 3 of Wands in the reverse. You were running out of patience waiting for something. I'm assuming you're waiting on this person. Now, these two can be reversed. So this could be your person, this could be you. But I'm going to say this is you because it's in your spot. So it does look very much like you are patiently waiting, or have been patiently waiting for your person to come forward, for something to happen, and you are losing patience. You're very much wondering why I'm out there and potentially about to give up. Let's get some clarity on what the Wands is. Okay. So the first card that come out, I've got a star. So very much a lot of hope here. Potentially, definitely doing some wishing and hoping for something to happen. It could very well be that you've been hoping for a long time that something's going to happen. I've got a Queen of Pentacles. Quite possibly you are waiting for them to come up, show up. You want a family with them. You want stability with them. Yeah, it's very much suggesting you want some sort of dependable, comfortable relationship. It could be that you're seeing this person as a Queen of Pentacles. You could see them as very reliable, very giving, very nurturing. You could very much see them as being something that would be a very stable person in your life, somebody that would make you a, happy home, like the luxuries in life as well, that Queen of Pentacles. And I've got an 8 of Cups. So this is where the 3 of Wands is kicking in. Very much you're potentially, where you've been very hopeful about this, and it's like you're ready to walk away. That 8 of Cups is somebody that is ready to take a walk. They're very much to go and find something new, something that's better for them, something that suits them. So whatever's going on here with you with this 3 of Wands, you're fed up of being in the position that you're in, and you're ready to find something new and to move forward. Now, in your person's energy, they've got an 8 of Swords in the reverse. So it looks to me like they've been doing a lot of overthinking, and they're ready to free themselves up from that overthinking. They're been keeping themselves very stuck. On this particular 8 of Swords, you'll find that they've got themselves tied to a tree and they're sawing that rope with that sword. So very much suggests that they're, very much freeing themselves up. They're not overthinking as much anymore. So it's very possible that you'll see some movement forward and that you should hear from them soon. But let's get some clarity of that 8 of Swords. I have a feeling you made friends with this person. Maybe you've potentially confessed your feelings and you're waiting to see if they're going to reciprocate. So they don't feel like they're in a good position at the moment. They feel like they're getting some bad luck. Very much feeling like they are, how do I put it? If they've made some bad decisions in the past, they feel like they're getting the bad karma for it. To me, it feels like they feel like they're in a very downward spiral. They don't feel like they're very lucky at all at the moment. They are aware that they do have other people around them that can help and support, and they are trying to rebuild things. It's possible that this person could have very much lacked some stability and they're now on the rebuild. It does look as though they have been hurt and they are trying to heal from this. It could very well be that they see you as being this person that's helping them out. Maybe you're this Five of Pentacles to them. It could even be that they see you as somebody that can help them heal here. It does suggest to me that they may have been overthinking a good chunk, but yeah, to me it looks like they are on the mend, they are healing. It could very well be that you're fed up of waiting for them to heal. You're fed up of waiting for the stability that they want in order to develop this as a relationship. Now, how you're viewing this is what I'm thinking it's more of a friend thing. You've got Three of Cups, Three of Chalices. This is suggesting that it's more a social interaction, not necessarily partnership, potentially, a friend circle. It does suggest that maybe you go out and socialise quite a lot with them and that you are very happy with them, that you do enjoy their company quite a lot. Now, it could be that you may be drinking buddies, potentially. It could be something completely different and there may be a third person involved. And it could just be that I'm assuming from this that they are the person that could be involved with a third party and you might just be waiting for them to leave. Oh, what's this Three of Cups, Spirit? A lot of cards coming out here. So, definitely a new start. Somebody is wanting a new start. So I feel like it's somebody that you may have just met. Maybe you've met them through friends. It could have been that you've met them on a night out, but it doesn't feel like you want to start something with them. Like I say, it does feel like it is potentially a friendship. You may have confessed your feelings here. We've very much got that leap of faith being taken. We do have a Hanged Man, so somebody is not really moving anywhere yet. They're a little bit resisted. Excuse me. A little bit resistant here, a little bit stuck, potentially not really focusing on anything at the moment. I feel like this could be your person. This particular Hangman card, most of the time the Hangman's upside down because he's trying to look at it from a different perspective. In this particular one, he's very much, he looks like he's really sorry for himself, I'll be honest. He does look like somebody that might be throwing a pity party for themselves. But yeah, he's not really looking at anything at this particular point in time. He's very much stuck in what they're doing at the moment, not really wanting to change the dynamics in anything. I've got a Seven of Swords here. So they do want to be open, they do want clarity. It does suggest that you want to know exactly what's going on as well. Maybe they've just kept their feelings to themselves, maybe they haven't given you a response, and it does suggest that you need some sort of clarity here. You need to know what's going on, you need to know where it is that you stand. It is causing somebody a lot of stress and anxiety, and I've got a feeling that that could be you, and that's why you're fed up of waiting. It could very well be your person because they are feeling very unlucky at the moment. So that misfortune that they feel like they're experiencing could be what's in developing anxiety and their stress, what's giving them sleepless nights, because it means that they can't currently move forward towards you, but they may very well want to. There's definitely a leap of faith into this being something new. And it could even be that, you may have started and things may have stalled a little bit. But yeah, somebody's definitely very anxious about this being a relationship. Now, the challenge we've got is the Seven of Cups. So whether or not you want to continue investing into this is very much your challenge. Do you want to continue investing into this relationship? How much time and effort do you invest into it? Is it worth that time and effort? Where is it going to go, kind of thing. Let's get some clarity of this Seven of Cups. And I feel that's why you need that clarity here with this Seven of Swords, because you just don't know what it is that you're expecting. To me, it feels like you want whoever's looking at doing the investing, and I feel like it's you. I feel like you don't know how much time and effort to invest. You want to be happy, you want feelings to be shared, you want them to be reciprocated, you want to be able to talk about feelings, you want that happiness, you want that emotional fulfillment. We've very much got, the Page of Swords there in the reverse, and I've got a Knight of Cups here in the reverse. So it suggests to me that somebody very much is wanting to be happy, wanting to share those feelings, wanting to be loved, wanting things to be equal and reciprocate, wanting to give. But then at the same time, they're not. They're holding back. Things are being kept to themselves. Now, these could be two completely different people. It could be very much one person wanting all of this and the other person doing the whole thing of, I just need to sit and watch how things are going. I don't really want to talk about anything yet. I'm not ready to move forward and have those feelings. I'm very much happy where I am at this point in time. I don't want to share. And they're just keeping quiet and not necessarily communicating very well. If they are communicating, it doesn't feel like they're communicating anything to do with their emotions. They're just keeping it intellectual. Sometimes they could be a little bit cutting, I feel, as well, with this Page of Swords. It does suggest to me that they might be keeping feelings to themselves, and it could just be that they may be, how do I put it? If you've confessed your feelings to a co-worker, for instance, it might be that they are just keeping a very professional tone with you that you could feel quite harsh, and it's making you wonder, do you need to keep or do you want to keep investing into this? What is the point if they're not going to reciprocate, And I feel like that's why we've got these two different cards as an outcome. So depending on what you pick, you're either going to have a King of Swords in the reverse or an Eight of Cups in the reverse. I feel very much like that is potentially the outcome here. With that King of Swords, it is suggesting to me that you may be lying to yourself a little bit over what you actually want. It could be that somebody's hiding things from you. Maybe they're not fully healed. Maybe they're still not communicating. And it's a very stoic kind of thing. And that could be very much your person. If you keep investing in them, you're just going to get the same coldness, possibly some manipulating in that as well. Let's get clarity on this King of Swords. And I've got Seven of Pentacles in the reverse here, so it looks as though you may decide, if you do invest time into it, that later on it's not worth investing into. I mean, it could be the other way around, actually, that this could be when you have decided not to invest into it, that you just stop talking to them. I've got a walking away from betrayal, whether that's betrayal from yourself, whether it's that they've stabbed you in the back somehow, or just that they've betrayed a trust. Maybe they've gone gossiping around about how you liked them or done something else to betray you. I've got a Tower and a Two of Wands in the reverse. So it does suggest some sort of falling out of a partnership, some sort of, yeah, it looks like you may fall out with them as a person. Maybe you realise things are not what you were expecting, and it's making you relook at what you want from a partnership and move forward. Now I've got an Eight of Cups here in the reverse as well, which is about walking away and moving forward. When it's in the upright, that is. In the reverse, it's very much you being... no. This is if you walk away from it. This is you being stuck in an unsatisfactory place. So if you stay with them, you're not going to be happy. I mean, you may find that you've got happy times, but it's not going to give you the satisfaction that you need. It's not going to give you that emotional fulfillment. You're going to feel quite stifled and quite stuck. What's this Eight of Cups? Someone's going to be very, very guarded. And they're not going to want to listen to any crap. I have a feeling that that could be your person being very guarded. I don't feel like that's you. I feel like that's them. I've got a Four of Cups. You may very well start wondering what else is out there. Is the grass greener on the other side? Kind of feeling very bored in the position that you're in. You stay. And you're going to be looking for balance. It feels to me like you're going to be out of balance and that you're going to need to rely heavily on your faith to get you through things and know that things will get better. As if they get better, because how much can you pour into a situation if you're not getting the reciprocation? On the bottom, I've got the Ace of Cups in the reverse, just suggesting again that it's very emotionally unfulfilling. So it feels to me very much like if you decide to release and move away from things, you're going to realize actually what you want from partnership. You're going to walk away from whatever kind of betrayal it was, whether it's self-betrayal, betrayal from whoever this is. And if you decide to stick it out, someone's going to be very guarded. You're going to feel stifled, not happy, looking for something else, bored, and hoping that things will get better. Now, I'll be honest, with this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, as the overall energy, I feel like your person could be codependent, relying on you to do all the emotional heavy lifting, not wanting to share things, potentially not giving to a situation where you could be giving. It could also suggest, that if you do walk away, you'll potentially meet someone else that you feel is going to be more suitable, because at the end of the day, this tower's here for a reason, to help you realise that this wasn't the partnership that you thought it was going to be. Right, so the energies we've got out here, we've got Sagittarius, we've got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius again, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. What else we got? Taurus, Aquarius. So they're all the energies that we've got out here, just in case you needed confirmation. If your person doesn't resonate with any of those, it can still be a reading for you if the rest of the reading resonated. Let's get you some romance angels. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. And that's what I was seeing here with this eight of cups. You've got that temperance there telling you to try and have faith. True love, this is a romance of a lifetime. I'm not quite sure where that fits in. I'm not going to lie because there's nothing here that is suggesting to me it's going to be a romance of a lifetime, unless it's because of this temperance. And then give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. Now, as daft as it sounds, that could be talking about give yourself a chance as well. Work on your partnership, your self-love partnership. Work on that relationship you've got with yourself. If you don't feel like this is for you, then work out what that is. It could be that for you, you want something completely different. And trying to work out why it is that what drew you to them to start with, to stop you going towards them, that kind of person again. Right. I hope you enjoyed your reading today, Cancer. If you didn't, I hope it was informative for you and give you something to see what's going on in love. I do hope you enjoyed it though. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anyone else that needs to hear it. And if you want to hear more from me and you haven't subscribed already, if you press that subscription button and press the notification bell, it will let you know when I do post new content. If you have subscribed already, thank you very much. It supports the channel and helps it grow, and I'm very appreciative for that. And to those of you that have, this is brilliant. Thank you very much for watching. If you've made it all the way to the end, good luck. And I hope you all wish you all the best.